What is up, party people? Welcome back to Time Out. It's your boy T.O. And as usual, hook us up with the subscribe button and notification bell. Now we got another woman here for you. She's talking a little bit about Kevin Samuels and his average at best video. So without delay, let's see what she has to say.
What's up, beautiful people? Avery Woodley here. And
hey, Avery.
I am bringing you guys a discussion, my view on the Kevin Samuels Your Average video. If you have not yet watched that video, please stop what you are doing before you proceed with this one and go watch it. You can find it on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Now,
so if you haven't seen it, just to give you a little bit of context, that's the video that blew Kevin up. And if you haven't heard of Kevin Samuels before, go ahead, like she said, go ahead and check him out. But he called this woman average at best, and women lost their ever-loving mind, and she's going to talk a little bit about it.
I am assuming that you have watched the video. Whew,
yes,
Lord,
I have.
I don't even know where to start. There is so much to be said about the video. My spirit was disrupted, but not for what you would assume. And when I say assume, if you know anything about me, I am a woman in her 30s. I am 37, almost 38.
What? She does not look 37 or 38. You know what? Do we have the clap? Yes, we do. We got to give this woman a round of applause. I think a lot of it has to do with her genes, but she's keeping herself up. Look at her, 37, 38. She's very fit. I'm not sure if she's a mom or not, but she, light makeup, right? Not a lot of makeup, got her hair up. It's long. It's looking nice. This woman does not look her age. Ladies, understand this. The more fit you are, the younger you look. And she's got long hair. She didn't do a whole ton of makeup. She's dressed very simple. She's got a simple shirt on, which accentuates her curves, which are nice curves, right? It's not like Lizzo type curves. They're very nice, right? So when you look at her curves, we generally look at curves and we go, okay, which one would you prefer, right? Do you prefer Thelma from Good Time curves, or do you want Lizzo curves? And I think most guys would tell you they want Thelma from Good Time curves and not Lizzo's, right? So she's doing something right.
And I have 3 kids.
Oh, and 3 kids? So come on, man. This just speaks back to what men want. If she's got 3 kids and she's rocking it like that, man, all you guys can do this.
People may assume that I should be upset and up in arms about that. Some people would assume that I would be up in arms because as a trainer and coach and mentor and motivator, I am all for women empowerment and women supporting women.
Okay, that makes sense. So she's the personal trainer. That would explain why she's in shape like that.
So I should be upset that a man like himself on a public platform belittled a woman. I don't care about anything that he really said to her. I don't care. He is entitled to his own opinion.
Yes, he is.
It was his show.
Yep.
She came on his show to get advice.
Yep.
I watched the video more than once, and each time I watched it, I was looking for different things. I was listening for different things. I also read probably over 1,000 comments. Instead of being so upset and so up in arms about what he said to her and how he talked to her, we should be equally as upset and distraught on what she said and also on what she wasn't saying. You can tell a lot by somebody by what they don't say.
Right.
If you watched her mannerisms, you would have been able to tell a lot about her. Now,
yep. And if you haven't seen the video, she was very rude and disrespectful. She was on her phone most of the time when he was talking to her. So he came up on her. She came onto his public platform and was rude by being on her phone. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that she said, and like the girl saying didn't say too. She was very rude and disrespectful to Kevin.
It has nothing to do with what he said. It is on her. And for me to be a woman who is about women empowerment and women supporting women, my job is not to console her and put out messages, queen, you're beautiful, you should, don't listen to him, don't anybody tear you down. No. If I'm really going to be about empowerment, it's also about accountability and being honest. It is our job as women to hold each other accountable. Yes, it's our job to support and uplift, but we have to be real with each other. We have to be honest.
Now, understand this. Most men are not trying to oppress women. Men who are in relationships with women are not trying to suppress or oppress their spouses. No one is trying to do that, especially in this day and age. I could see, like, in the 1900s and on backwards, early 1900s, maybe there were some men that wanted to hold women down and not give them the right to vote, but men have never tried. Black men have never tried to do that. Black men have never tried to oppress their women. And so for black women to take up this fight against black men because they're oppressed is asinine. It's stupid. We've never tried to hold black women down. Black men have never tried to hold them back. And I'm not saying that there aren't some bad apples out there, but by and large, men are not trying to hold women back.
All these comments like, I feel so sorry for her, this, and that. No. You should feel sorry for her, but not because of what he said to her.
Correct.
You should feel sorry for her for so many reasons. The fact that a 35-year-old woman who is a mother had to call on him and called him and basically was saying, I want a 6-figure man.
Right. Now, I'm going to say this. This woman here, dependent, and I'm liking a lot of stuff she hears, but the stuff that I'm not hearing is that she's given off a few like feminist vibes, but it's cool to hear that she is taking Kevin's side in this one. But the way that she looks and the way that she's presenting herself, I don't see why this woman couldn't get a guy that makes 6 figures. Now, the 3 kids, that might be a problem. But if she has the right mindset, there's no reason why she couldn't get the type of guy she wants. Ladies, if you're looking at her, this is the type of woman that most men will want, looks-wise.
That is so concerning. I don't associate with any women that I could see sitting up at a table or at each other's house having a glass of wine saying, ooh, I need to find somebody who can help me get a 6-figure man. Where is your mind at to even say that? To even call somebody for that? Where are your friends? Where are the women in your life?
So the problem with that is, and I think her name is Kayla. Problem with that, Kayla, is that women lie to other women. Most women want a man who's a protector and provider. Protector and provider. Provider meaning like financially, right? 6-figure men are able to provide for you. I get that. Protecting you, meaning like muscles, and maybe he's got a couple guns. Part of providing, I always say too, is where you live, where you're raising your family. If you're raising your family in the ghetto, that's not protecting your family. You got to get them out of low income and impoverished neighborhoods and get them into somewhere nice. This is where the men come into play. You got to get your family out of the hood.
And what is up with this whole 6-figure thing? I could go on a tangent about that, but that's a whole nother thing.
But there's nothing wrong with that, Kayla. There's nothing wrong with women wanting a 6-figure man. There's not. Now, if you don't qualify, that's something totally different. And that's what men are saying. Men are not saying that there's something wrong with you wanting a 6-figure man, but do you qualify for that man? If you don't qualify for that man, then you don't get one.
The fact is that something is missing. Something is missing with her.
Okay.
And it's not a 6-figure man. There were so many things that she said. I date below me. I choose men that are beneath me.
Okay.
You recording?
Couldn't even describe and tell him what she brought to the table. Really, she stumbled over that. Like, what do you bring to the table? I can help him with his business and I plant and garden? No, as a woman, as a person, what do you bring to the table? You can't answer that, but you want a 6-figure man. Whatever that is. Like you place your value in commas and what they make. And that can go back to how she was raised. Is that how your six-figure father raised you? Is that how you were taught what you were taught? Is that what the women in your life showed you? That's what you should, that's what you should care about? Like, it literally makes me sick. And it makes me sick that people are encouraging her and loving on her and tearing him down. That's completely deflecting. One thing we know about 2020 is that tomorrow isn't promised. This is the chance for us to really wake up and get ourselves together. Forget what he said. Who cares what he said to her? Who cares? We need to care about why this woman had to, like I said, had to call him, say she wants a six-figure man. She's a mother. So, like, as a mother, you have other responsibilities. I'm not saying she needs to give up on relationships. No. But from the sound of it, you're not ready for a relationship, because the only relationship you really need right now is with yourself. Not only for yourself, but for the young man that you are raising, because you are the first woman in his life.
So that is extremely important. Her son, there's proper context in its place. So if she is looking for a husband, and in effect, Kevin says it all the time, you're looking for a stepdad as well. She needs to understand that she is looking for both. And like Avery is alluding to, she needs to know what she's bringing to the table. And when men say, what are you bringing to the table? I don't think it's so much saying like, hey, you need to be able to provide this and provide that, like monetarily or financially. That's not what we mean. We mean, what value are you bringing to that man's life is what they're trying to say. So, and to know what value you are bringing to that man's life, you have to know what men value. If you don't know what men value, how are you going to bring value to his life if you don't know what it is that we value? Men don't value the same things that women value, ladies. We don't. And if we don't value the same things that you value, you're lost. You're lost. If you think we value your money, we don't. We value totally different things. And the problem is that a lot of times we can't wrap our heads around what the opposite sex really wants from us. And we buck the system. There are a lot of men that are upset that women look for providers. But that's just how women were designed. It's true.
So you have to think about what you're showing him and what you're exposing him to. I'm so over the way we call ourselves supporting women, and we're constantly patting them on the back, and it's like, oh no, you're beautiful. Yes, you're beautiful. You can be intelligent. You can be, successful, and you can still be broken.
Right.
It's not even about her being average. That's what she said. He said, what do you rate yourself? I would have been like, I can't. I'm off the charts. And it has nothing to do with looks. She rated herself a 5. She said she was average. Forget your looks. You have an average mindset. Matter of fact, you want a six-figure man, and your mind, you have a broken mindset, and you're a broken woman. And not the type of broken where,
yep,
as a believer, it's like you're in the refinement process and God is allowing you to go through something to make you, no, you are broken. You don't need a six-figure man. You need a support group. You need therapy.
Now, it depends on the support group. Yes, I do believe that you need a support group, but it depends on who that support group is and how they can help you achieve the goal that you want. If you want to provide a man, you can't rely on a woman who doesn't have one to give you the advice on how to get one. Now, she did the right thing. She went to a man who is a quote-unquote high-value man. Kevin makes over 6 figures a year. So, yes, she went to the right source. But I think this lady also, Avery, illustrates a good point. If she doesn't have the right mindset, she was in the right direction. She should have went to Kevin. but she should also listen and change her mindset so that way she can land her the man that she wants. What she was wearing was not very attractive. So yeah, 6-figure man.
You possibly need a new tribe of women or a new network of women or group of friends.
No, because Kevin says all the time, women keep other women single. She doesn't need a tribe of women. She needs to go to a man that can help her achieve the goal she wants. If I break my leg, I'm going to a doctor because that's what I need. That's who I need to talk to if I want my leg fixed. If you want a high-value man, you talk to high-value men to find out how to get one. You don't talk to other women.
The women I know would never, ever. I would never, and even if I thought about it, I wish one of them would slap me upside of the head. Who are you surrounding yourself with? You need to check your environment. Also, who are you? The real question is, who are you? Not what do you do? Not that you've been making 6 figures for the last 3 years and you own a pet shop or grooming business. Not your title. Who are you as a woman? Do you know who you are?
Right. Absolutely. 110%. And I like to put this graphic up on the screen. I do that quite a bit. Who are you? What do you bring to the table? And when men say, what do you bring to the table? Here it is. Are you nurturing, sensitive, sweet, supportive, gentle, warm, passive, cooperative, expressive, modest? Do you have humility? Do you show empathy, affection, tenderness? Are you kind, devoted, helpful, and understanding? Are you?
You need to find out who you are.
Right.
You wouldn't even know what values or qualities to tell your son to look for in a woman.
Amen.
Because you don't know yourself.
Right. Avery makes some really good points. I love what she's throwing out there, the knowledge she's dropping down. Some of it's wrong, but most of it is on point. And I would say go check out her channel. It is Avery Woodley. She's on YouTube. Right now, I'm looking right now. She's got about 7,000 subscribers. So this video is pretty good. I'm going to have to check out more of her content to see where exactly she does. She says that she supports women, which is good. But and women should support women, but women should also support men. Men should support men and women as well. So just putting it out there like that. So guys, thanks for hanging out with us here at Time Out. It's your boy T.O. Remember, as usual, give us some love. Please hit that subscribe button. Get us over the hump. And as usual, we'll see you in the next one. Deuces.